In the 1880s, two scientists went to war, and the casualties were dinosaurs. This is the story of how hatred destroyed millions of years of history over a skeleton that had its head on backwards. Meet Edward Drinker Cope, wealthy, brilliant, published his first scientific paper at 19. By his 30s, he'd discovered dozens of extinct species. And this is Othniel Charles Marsh, a Yale professor, calculating, ruthless, backed by oil money. They started as friends, colleagues in the new field of paleontology, digging up dinosaurs in the American West. That friendship lasted exactly 8 years. 1868, Cope discovers a plesiosaur, a giant prehistoric sea creature. He's ecstatic. He carefully reconstructs the skeleton and publishes his findings to the world. There's just one problem. He put the head on the tail. Marsh noticed, but instead of telling Cope privately, he published a paper, publicly humiliating him in front of the entire scientific community. Cope was destroyed. He tried to buy every single copy of his own publication to bury the mistake. It didn't work. And from that moment, it was war. The American West was full of dinosaur graveyards. Whoever controlled them controlled history. Both men hired armies of fossil hunters, but this wasn't science anymore. This was sabotage. Marsh bribed Cope's workers to spy and steal fossils. Cope did the same. They paid railroad workers to hijack each other's shipments. They hired armed guards, actual guns, to protect rocks. But then it got worse. If they couldn't extract a fossil in time, they'd destroy it. Sledgehammers, pickaxes, anything so the other side couldn't have it. And when that wasn't enough, they used dynamite. They literally blew up dig sites after excavating, burying thousands of fossils forever. Priceless skeletons that had survived 65 million years reduced to rubble because of pride. The war spilled into the papers. Marsh accused Cope of being a fraud in the New York Herald. Cope exposed Marsh's financial corruption at Yale. In their rage to beat each other, they rushed. They published incomplete fossils as new species just to claim credit first. Sometimes they were so careless they discovered the same dinosaur and gave it different names. Marsh's most famous discovery? Broadsaurus. Except it wasn't real. He'd rushed so badly he stuck the wrong skull on an Apatosaurus body. The irony? This whole war started because Cope put a skull in the wrong place. Cope died in 1997, broke. He'd spent his entire family fortune trying to out-discover Marsh. His final act of spite? He donated his skull to science, challenging Marsh to do the same so they could measure who had the bigger brain. Marsh died 2 years later, also broke, also alone. He never accepted the challenge. Together, they identified 142 new species: Triceratops, Stegosaurus, Diplodocus, giants that now fill our museums. But paleontologists estimate thousands of complete skeletons were destroyed, fossils that could have rewritten history, gone. Walk through any natural history museum today. Look at those bones. Marvel at creatures that died 65 million years ago. But then ask yourself, what's not there? What did we lose because two men couldn't control their egos? It all started with a head on backwards, and it ended with history blown to pieces. Some fossils survive millions of years of extinction events, ice ages, and meteor strikes, but they couldn't survive human pride.